me just a second. What's going on YouTube? It's Caleb baby back with another video. So today you see by the title of the video we're gonna be talking about
how we met
and how we came about.
Yeah.
So
she don't really remember everything. I don't know how.
We became mutuals on TikTok because I saw a video of him. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Relax. I saw a video of him and I pressed follow. So
This was last year too.
yeah,
Probably
last year.
around. No. I think this
I
was.
followed you like
This was like in middle. This was like around this year.
October.
Actually, I mean, was it? I thought, cause I posted that video around this time.
Okay, well then this time last year we became mutual.
We would text here and there. I'll call her here and there.
Because we were gonna get on the game, like to play the
Yeah.
game, not texting me because
And I always got flaked on.
Yeah, I would, BS and stuff like that, but that's besides the point. So after that, he ended up coming to Houston.
I came to Houston because I got a job opportunity. I was a personal assistant at one point. And then when I came, I was like, I already know who I'm gonna hit up. Her, because she was the only one I knew out here. And then I was like, fuck it. So I ended up hitting her up. We were supposed to hang out. And then
I told him we was and we didn't. I BS'd
several times actually.
a few times, but aside from all that, we ended up hanging out because I texted him and I told him I'm at the Galleria, which is the mall in Houston, a big mall in Houston. So
I was like a minute from Houston.
he ended up popping out to the mall, and I wasn't gonna text him back because I got
That's crazy, bro. That's still crazy.
I got a little nervous or whatever, but
And I was blowing her fun out too.
because
I
I'm
was
not
like,
used to doing that type of stuff. But I guess I had no choice because I already had texted him. But he found me in the mall. I was with my sister, and
she was walking this way. I was walking that way. I was just minding my business, and I see a bright redhead. I'm like, oh, oh.
So he found me, and we ended up making TikToks, and we
Honestly, we ended up. I feel like we kicked it off right there and then. Like,
yeah, we already knew that we connected because we just were the same person, different body. Like, the boy version of me, the girl version of him. Like, it was just that type of vibe. So
we ended up getting our nails done.
we did.
Yeah.
We got our nails done in the mall, and then
We ended up going to get something to eat.
we got something to eat, some Mexican restaurant. He was trying to dine and dash, but
No.
yes, you was.
Okay. That's crazy, man.
He was at dine and dash. Okay, so during the while we were eating, he asked me if I wanted to go eat something else after that day. I think it was a Nobu or
Yeah, Nobu.
yeah. He asked me if I want to go eat that, and I was like, do I look like I got that type of money? And he was like,
Oh,
it's on me, and I was like,
nah.
but yeah, that happened. So then what happened after that?
What happened?
Oh, we linked again.
Yeah. The next time, I ended up meeting her mother,
He met my mother the second time we
Yeah.
met.
and it was a whole vibe. We was just chilling. At the time, she was talking to someone else. And I'm pretty sure y'all know who.
Yeah, I
know
was
who.
dating somebody at the time. He ended up meeting him.
Yeah. I don't
He
know.
met him, and it
had
was
an attitude.
it was very much not what the connection was supposed to be.
No, he gave up after a while. After we went.
Yeah, he gave in, but
It was like
very hard.
Like.
Just because you sized him when you first walked in.
I sure did, man.
Talk
I'm not
about
gonna lie.
some, like, what is you doing? Anyway, so that happened because he walked into my door and he was trying to give me a hug.
Yeah, and she
I
was like
went for a
that.
handshake because my boyfriend was in there. Like,
Keep in mind, the first time she gave me a hug, so I was like, and that.
Okay, well, I did. Okay, forget it. I did.
Well, because at the time.
Okay, with disrespect for my boyfriend, I was gonna give him a handshake because my boyfriend was behind me. So, after
Wait,
that,
weren't you guys going through it?
yes, we were not at our best for like 5 months before we broke up. We were definitely going downhill, and he was there to experience it. We had another dude named AJ. What's the AJ? I know you like
Twin,
AJ ended up, moving in with me and my ex-boyfriend, and it was a vibe, whatever.
And then I ended up.
He left to Cali, came back, and when he came back, he was in my apartment.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just know, cause he went on live, and I was eating. I
remember that.
He went on live, and I joined it, and I'm like, okay, let's see what he's doing in Cali. This boy in my apartment.
I'm over there eating chicken and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. Cause I actually went live on purpose to see, cause I knew she was gonna join. I knew it, and then AJ was dead asleep, and then he woke up, opened the door. I was like, yeah, she don't know I'm back. I went live. And she was like, I know you did not.
But he was in there, and he ended up moving in. Like, it wasn't like it just happened. It wasn't like I don't know, it just happened. So he moved in and the other dude lived with us too. Mind you, it was a 1-bedroom apartment, so we were just thugging.
Yeah, it was thugging. It was cool. It was alright.
It was cool. It just felt like
No, that was when I first went in there. That's when I first went to your apartment.
No, y'all made it worse. You and AJ made that, man. I tell you, man. It smelled like caca. That's all y'all gotta know. So after that, me and my ex-boyfriend was, going through things. So
we were there basically to cheer her up.
I felt like, they were there for me,
Because while we was there, we seen like what was going on.
He seen exactly what was happening. Well, both of them did. They were hearing things or whatever that was happening.
So I would just be like, let's go make videos. You know what I'm saying? Let's go do some shit.
We would go out and do stuff because I was going through it. That's like real bad, and we would just leave, go make videos, go to freaking Post Houston, go to the mall, do something because it was just bad being in there. We'd go to my mom's house and just chill there for nothing. Bring the whole game.
Facts.
So I'm not gonna speak too much on what was happening to me or in this relationship.
Situation.
I ended up leaving back to my mom's house, and he kept the apartment. The apartment was under his name, but I was like his partner in the lease. I don't know how to say it exactly, but he ended up keeping it. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. He so yeah, it was under his name fully, so he kept it. I'm not gonna speak on so much, but I left back to my mother's. They helped me out. They was there to like lift me up, and they got me to do more things. And
I had no intentions in talking to her. I did.
Okay, no, he really didn't. Not like that. Like, it wasn't like, he was trying to let things be known because he knew what I was going through. He was just trying to be there for me, and so was AJ, and I appreciate them for that. But they were just there for me. They ended up moving into my mom's house with me.
3 of us in this small ass bedroom.
Like I said, it just happened. It wasn't like everything just happened like that. I didn't mind because them being there with me made me heal faster. Like, be okay. Because if I was by myself, y'all know a girl would have been crying. A girl would have been sad.
We just tried to cheer her up.
Yeah, they definitely did. I was having fun making videos with them. And then, mind you, me and Perk wasn't talking then. We didn't have anything going on. So, my mom ended up saying we was going to New York.
Bro, the crazy part, this shit happened out of nowhere.
Okay, let me tell you, before we left to New York, me and him wanted to go to the gym.
This is like 7 in the morning. We stayed up the whole
We
night.
didn't go to sleep.
And I was like, bro, we gotta start going to the gym. We gotta start doing something because.
So I was like, okay, forget it. I'm gonna just stay up and go to the gym. He wanted me to go to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. What?
No, I said you better.
You told me you better be up, so I stayed up.
Okay.
So
We ended up going to the gym.
I went to go get the fogger to the gym because we went to my ex's apartment to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Which I didn't see it was a problem because we weren't talking or anything.
Yeah.
So I was just doing me. Went to the gym
For like an hour and a half.
for an hour and a half, and all of a sudden the girl got a call.
No, it wasn't even a call. Was it a call?
Yeah, she called me.
I thought we got right when we got back to the apartment because your
Mm.
mom was leaving and then she was talking. Remember? She was like,
Oh yeah, she did say something about y'all need to make your mind up or something.
and it was right there and then she paid for the tickets, so we had like an hour to get everything ready. So
And we was out that mud.
so quick.
Um,
So we're on our way to New York.
I was tired. A girl was tired. She didn't go to sleep. I slept on the plane. He did too. But we went to so we got to New York.
This was in March around like March 20th. We ended up going to New York.
We got to New York, and then the first day we were just vibing, making videos or whatever. And then all of a sudden, how did it start?
Like
He would just throw in like little signs or whatever to make me catch on, like
I'll put her shoes on, like anything she.
Like I would grab my socks and he'll grab it and be like, no, I'm gonna do it. Or if I would go to the restroom and try to do my hair, he'd be like, no, I'm gonna do it. Like stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, you don't do that as friends. Whew, it's gonna be a long video. I was like, yeah, we don't do that as friends. So I started to catch on a little bit, which I already knew, but a girl's playing dumb. I started to catch on, and I started like feeling him a little bit. So because he was doing like the sweetest stuff, so the connection was there.
Everything happened naturally,
yeah,
honestly.
it just happened.
So I say y'all don't go looking for relationships. Just let that shit happen naturally.
We ended up leaving New York. We went back to New Jersey. And this is when I knew for sure that me and him will probably be something, because we went back. Don't make me.
I'm listening, almost. I'm listening.
So we get to New Jersey. We're in a hotel, and oh wait, okay. So before that, we were in the hotel in New York, and he asked me, would you mind, or I don't remember like some parts, but I don't remember like every like. It was because it was so natural that you can't say it again. Yeah. I don't know. It was something like, "Would you mind if I lay next to you or like sleep next to you?" Something like that.
I said it smoother than that.
Yeah, it was more like, you're not that smooth.
Go ahead.
But he asked me that, and I told him, I was like, what did I say?
You didn't say no.
No, I was like, Sky's gonna sleep on there with us, on the bed with us, so you have to sit the other way. I said something like that because I didn't want him to sleep facing my sister. Like, that's weird. So I told him, like, I was like, you have to sleep the other way. So I don't know how that made him feel. I don't know what he thought.
I respect it.
But we went back to New Jersey, and we were sleeping on an air mattress in the hotel room because we were with my sister and her husband.
It was just a vibe. Like, I don't know. Like, everything just happened naturally, bro.
We ended up sleeping the same way.
Keep on, the first time we came here, we was in New Jersey. We slept opposite. She slept this way.
Opposite ways.
And I slept this way.
It's true.
Yeah. And then
we came to New York, and then we went back to New Jersey.
And then
we slept the same way when we got back to New Jersey.
That was our first kiss too.
We kissed?
Yeah, that was our first kiss. I know she lying.
So that night we went back to New Jersey, we slept together. I knew there was gonna be something between me and him because he couldn't go to sleep.
Couldn't go to sleep. Right.
He couldn't go to sleep because, you know, your girl was next to him and he was no, but it was a vibe because we would listen to music and, you know, he was bopping me, but
Bopping you was crazy. Majority of the time you bought me.
you know what? We just gonna go with that one.
And you know it's true.
Anyways, girl.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we explored more. Came back to we ended up going to Dave & Buster's drinking and shit. And then ended up coming back.
To Houston.
Before we got to Houston, I asked her, I was like, so how we gonna let this be known?
Oh, yeah. Because we were in the airport and he was just like,
What did I ask?
you were just like, so we're just gonna let this, like, is it the, like, you weren't sure, like, what,
Yeah.
you know, exactly how we're gonna move about in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Or you were like,
Because there's a lot of nosy niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? All nosy niggas.
So, we got back to Houston. My mom was very supportive of us. Like, she wanted, you know, something new for me. So we just continued.
She saw how your boy was shitting. Mother saw how the boy was shitting her daughter.
No, she seen how happy I was with you.
Okay. My bad.
Anyways, yeah, my mom, you know, I talked to my mom, we were just talking, and she was telling me that she's never seen me, like, very, you know, connected to somebody and very happy with somebody and, like, smiling all the time and, you know, stuff like that. And I told her, like, you know, I'm not ready for a relationship because, mind you, you know, I had recently left the boy. Well, I feel like I've been left him emotionally and mentally, but physically I didn't, you know, feel like. So I wasn't ready for a relationship. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for a relationship, so I was kind of like pushing him away a lot. Like I really didn't care. Like, just everything was just, you know, for him it wasn't the best because I couldn't love somebody how I wanted to love somebody at the time.
Still supportive though. I'm still there.
Yeah, he was like, I don't care, da 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 da, because I want to be that person, you know, to heal you, and I was like, not trying to hear it. Like, I'm telling you, I was pushing him away.
It's not your job.
Yeah, I said, it's not
job.
your job to do that. I need to do that on my own. But he wouldn't listen.
It's not.
So,
it wasn't a job.
Okay.
Okay.
So, it's the hard part.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Can you get me cat?
My bad.
Whew. So, you know, how long was it that we were, you know, talking for?
It was like
Before.
It was like 2 months. March, April. It was like in the middle of April, or a month and a half.
A month and a half. A month and a half. We, you know, I just kept pushing him away for that month and a half, and your girl, she messed up. Your girl messed up. Okay. I ended up going back to my ex-boyfriend. I left him. I abandoned him. I basically left him.
Just was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I was just like, bye.
You gonna tell him the whole story?
I'm gonna leave some parts out because some things are better left unsaid.
Okay.
For social media. So I ended up leaving. The night before I left, I was acting weird, like really weird to him. And he already, like, you know, kind of knew, because I was done, like, I didn't know what to do, okay? So I ended up going back to my ex-boyfriend. I left the next day. I took my PS5, and he asked me, do you plan on coming back tonight? And I was like, yeah. And I never came back. Then he asked me, would you still, plan on getting an apartment with me, like, even if we're friends? And I told him I don't know what I want to do just yet. But after that was said, I never came back. And when
I told her what I had to say. You know what I'm
yeah, I sent him a message. He sent me what was needed.
No,
Whatever.
even before he left, I was like, well, I hope this shit doesn't
affect our friendship.
Yeah. Which
it did.
It did at the time, yeah.
But I ended up coming back. He was still at my mom's.
For like, wait, not even.
Like a week.
Not even a week.
Nah, it was like a week and a half.
It was?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 3 days.
No, it was about a week and a half, I believe.
It was like a couple days. Several.
Well, I think, me personally, it was a week. He thinks it was several days. But we're just going to go with a few days.
Yeah.
He was there. I came back. And I ended up grabbing all my stuff. And my ex-boyfriend was there. And he was helping me out grab my stuff. I'm not going to say everything, Him and my ex-boyfriend got in a fight, okay? They got in a fight, that happened, and he ended up getting kicked out by my mom and my parents because the whole situation that happened.
I was hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I was hurt.
He was hurt because when he got kicked out, I had to take him. So me and him were in the car by ourselves. Probably one of the hardest times, somebody
was it tough for you
yeah, it really was. I was like,
I'm not gonna count.
I was acting tough, like,
yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I could tell in your face. But I was acting really tough, like, like I didn't care where he went, what he was doing, or what he had left, or stuff like that. But in reality, I was really like hurt. Like I was like, I just lost like my friend, like somebody I was close to, like my like.
Keep in mind, like she says I'll bop her, but we really alike. Like we really twins.
He bops me, but we're gonna go with that one.
No. Go ahead.
So he went where he went.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have no communication after that, aside from when he would text me to bring his clothes, and I can't say that part. It was very rude on my part when he would ask me for his clothes. It was very disrespectful. And then, your girl realized how stupid, how dumb, and how, you get what I'm trying to say.
Try to explain it, though.
Your girl realized that she made probably one of the biggest mistakes of her life. Going back to what?
It was destroying her.
Destroyed me as a person.
It was holding her back from a lot of things.
Yeah. I realized. And when I went back, the John got kicked out. And when he got kicked out, I ended up, going back to my mom's. And I didn't tell my mom really what was going on because I was kind of embarrassed. Like, girl, like, you're really stupid. Like, you really just... It didn't make no sense. And I knew that, but I didn't want nobody to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I ended up going back to my mom's. And, I was kind of thinking about Perky a little bit.
I was thinking about you too.
A lot of it.
Probably.
I was thinking about him, but I didn't want to text him. Because I was like, I really just hurt this boy. Like, there's no way, like, I can't text him, like. But I knew I had to because even if we weren't friends anymore, like, I had to apologize. I had to make sure that I ended off letting him know that I was sorry and that I was guilty. Yeah. So I let him know, I apologized to him. Mm-hmm. And he just hearted it. And I was like, your girl was sad. I thought he was gonna respond. So he hearted it. He was like,
When I put the emoji, I was like this.
yeah, that. I don't know. After that, I left it. I was like, okay, I'm not even finna. I texted him. I was like, I'm gonna bring you your clothes because I'm not gonna leave you with nothing. I've never been that type of person to just like do somebody like that. Like, I don't know why like I did that. So he was like, well, I'm gonna be back in town Monday or Tuesday, something like that. And I was like, all right, bet, just let me know when you're here.
Keep on, I was doing my own thing.
He was doing what he had to do.
Come on.
Okay. So yeah, he texted me he was back. He texted me he was on the way back. And I told him, okay, bet, just let me know when you're here. And then he texted, how are you mentally?
Because I was like, how are you mentally?
No, are you good mentally or something? Are you good?
Mentally and physically.
And I was like, no, I missed you. What I thought.
Keep in mind, I'm on a train like this. I'm like, yo. Swear to God, I'm like, yo, and everybody's looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with them?
Yeah, I said no. He said, are you good mentally or physically? I said, no, I miss you, Dot.
And I'm just like, wow.
Snatchies, give me up.
Because, that whole time I wasn't expecting to hear from her ever again. Like,
you said you were going to text me in a year.
oh, I did say that. That's
you
me.
Thought about it.
That was me. But I wasn't expecting you to text me the whole time. I wasn't expecting to text
You
ever.
knew that wasn't going to work out anyways. After all that stuff you've seen, you knew that wasn't going to work out. So I would have been laughing if I was you. You probably was. But
no,
I would have been like, this girl is so dumb. Like, wait till she come back. Like, I would have been like that.
No, because I know how you are as a person, so I was just like, she ain't gonna come back. So I was just like, it was hard for a couple of days, I'm not gonna lie, but then I was just like,
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is
happened.
what it is.
You gotta let it be.
Maybe it was God saying something.
It was. I told you what he was saying.
Mm.
I had to do what needed to be done. Which doesn't mean I was supposed to hurt him or anything like that. But it happened, it's done, whatever, okay? So yeah, he texted me. I told him, no, I miss you. He had the reaction. And he was like, you better stop before you get in trouble.
Yeah.
I was like, get in trouble how? He said, you know how. And I was like, no, I really don't. And he was like, what did you say?
I was like, don't act like a man. I was like, something about
my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we're not together.
That was you telling your mother that we were back together. And I was like, how was I supposed to know? Like, what I seen, I was like,
yeah, I would have thought the same. I mean,
you feel me?
But I knew what I wanted after I texted him, I miss you. I knew what I wanted. So
and this happened. Today is the 22nd?
20th.
The 20th? Yeah, today's the 20th. This was damn near, this is almost a month ago. Almost a month ago, right? Because it was like March 25th. It was the end of March. I ended up coming back home.
He ended up coming back.
It took me a while because I was just like.
It did not take you that long. It took him like 2 or 3 days for your girl to be like.
Was it 3 days?
It was a week? It was a few days.
I thought it was like a week.
No, it was several days, like you could say. It wasn't a week. It was several. Oh, okay. Anyways, it wasn't that long till he came back.
I was just scared.
He was scared. Like anybody would be scared. So I really didn't like say nothing too much. I was like, I'm gonna let him make his own decision. I'm not gonna force nothing.
She did tell me how she felt though, which is a lot coming from.
I expressed my feelings for the first time in a long time to somebody.
She's a gangster.
I'm a gangster.
Are you really?
I'm not a gangster when it comes to my feelings, but when it comes to physical stuff, then what's up? Anyway, so that happened. He came back. We ended up, vibing, connecting, finding our
Connection
again, and that was it.
And working out, and then it was like we was talking for 2 weeks, and then was it 2 weeks or was it more than 2 weeks? But
So we ended up talking for like 2 or 3 weeks, and he ended up asking me to be his girlfriend. And me personally, I know what I wanted, and that's why he came back, and that's why I texted him to come back home. And he asked me to be his girlfriend. Then we came back to New York.
Yeah, just you just go ahead like that.
Now, yeah, so we sleep together now, and we gonna end it there. In the video like that, so what?
Yeah, you can.
This is better. We should have had it like this.
You should have let me set the camera up. Oh, yeah. What she said. Now we're sleeping together. We're getting our own apartment soon. See, it might, from what I heard, it might be in New York. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know what we're doing exactly, and just know we're going with the flow, and whatever happens, and y'all gonna be here to experience everything. This was gonna be our first video because we wanted to let y'all know everything that happened between us, because a lot of people was confused and a lot of people wanted to know the truth. So that is the truth.
yeah. But in the meantime, I'm gonna let you go. Park your 2 time. Bro, I'm trying to sing my outro, but I'm done. Perk out. Deuces.
Alright, bye y'all. What?
Caleb baby out. Deuces.